Hi, my name is Robert. This video is designed to give you step-by-step detailed instructions on completing the task at hand. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. I'm back on this Lexus IS 300 2001 model, and it has a bumper that's pulled away from the body a little bit. So I'm going to show you how I would deal with that, but that's something that you really need to deal with so it don't get the bumper where it stretches out of shape and it just doesn't look real good. So if you look here, you can see the bumper pulled out a little bit, and when I pull on it just a little bit, I see that the clip or the ring that the screw is supposed to screw through is torn open, so it won't hold, and it's actually got the bumper pulled out a little bit near the backside. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to put a couple of zip ties in it, maybe one around here that'll loop around that screw and pull it in tight, and then maybe a couple of small ones on this side. Here are the tools I use to fix that bumper from hanging out a little bit: a drill, 10mm ratchet, Phillips screwdriver, needle nose pliers, a small accessory flat tip screwdriver, and snips to cut off the excessive zip ties. And I also use 2 small zip ties and a large zip tie. First thing I did was pull the screw out of here. It was loose, so I pulled it out with my finger, but it's a Phillips screw. I pulled that screw out so I could pull out a little bit on the bumper and not have that being pulled on too. Not sure if that mattered, but at any rate, I have 2 different size zip ties I can use here. Your standard zip tie and then your thin zip tie. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drill 2 holes in the top side of this panel back far enough so that the zip tie won't tear through, but I'm going to drill 2 holes, one about here and one about here, and try to loop a zip tie around that screw that will pull it in the proper length. And then I'm going to drill 2 small holes, one here and one here, and then the same in this skirt, and then put 2 small zip ties to pull that in there so that it'll just keep that in place and stop it from pulling and stretching out. Now when I look down back in the bumper a little further, I see that that back clip has some kind of ball and socket, and it is in place. So there's nothing I'm going to do about that. Hopefully pulling this in tight enough will cause that to stay in a decent position. The smallest drill bit I have with me is a little bit bigger than this zip tie here, so I may use a self-tapping screw or a small nail to drill the holes for the small zip tie. But this zip tie, this larger zip tie, is probably a decent size for this drill bit, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'd rather just use a drill bit that's not much wider than the zip tie and just drill 2 holes for a zip tie to fit through. So let me see if I'm gonna use a screw, a nail, or this drill bit. Okay, on the top I did use the drill bit to make those 2 holes there, so I'm gonna loop a zip tie through there and try to get it to latch around that screw. I used this little accessory screwdriver and pressed it through the bumper here and the skirt there to make the holes for the small zip ties. So let me try to get the large zip tie around that screw. Okay, so I put the zip tie through the bumper like that, and I have these 2 pieces hanging down. So now I'm going to bend this down and hook it around that screw in there. I unscrewed that 10mm screw a little bit so I could get the zip tie under it. Now I'm going to pull the zip tie tight and secure it, and then tighten the screw a little bit because I got the splash panel pulled open. Okay, I got the zip tie pulled tight. I tightened the bolt back up, and as you can see, the bumper is sitting pretty flush with the skin of the car now. So now I'm going to pop this back in place and put two little zip ties through there and pull that tight. Alright, and here's the two smaller zip ties that I put on this bumper area here. See if that'll ever come in focus. There they are. So now I got two little zip ties and then the one large white one behind it that the bolt goes through. So that's what I did to pull a fender in. Hopefully it'll hold. I don't think it should have any problem. Shouldn't have any major stress on it. So if you got any questions, go ahead and post. If you feel that this information was beneficial, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can also subscribe to my channel so that you can get notification of future videos that I post. Visit my channel. I have all types of do-it-yourself videos there. You can leave questions here and I'll try to respond to them as quick as possible. You can also visit my website at robertspinner.com. Thanks again for watching.